Namaste viewers and welcome to Radio Football. As we all know how Arsenal were defeated by Chelsea yesterday in the Premier League match 2-0 at the Emirates. So today we are going to talk about Arsenal. What are the expectations going to be for the next season? Is Arteta the right man for Arsenal to lead forward? And whether or not they can finish top 4, top 6, what can they do to make themselves better, as well as the money that they have spent this season. So first of all, let's talk about yesterday's game, Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Emirates. 60,000 fans coming back. Huge boost of course for Arsenal, but again a very disappointing performance from the Gunners. Defensively they were weak. Now look at the tactical side. Everybody from Arsenal's central defense was focused on Lukaku, be it Pablo Mari, Holding, as well as Cedric Soares was trying to defend Lukaku. They were too focused on Lukaku. That's what created the space for Reece James for that first goal on the right wing. And Tierney tried to help the central defenders defend Lukaku and come in more centrally. But then Bukayo Saka did not track back, which he should have done. And he did not look fit to me. Of course, he was not tracking back, and that created a problem for Arsenal on the left side defensively. Now, if we talk about in terms of performance, they're very, only a couple of good chances for them. One deflected shot from Saka was pretty good save from Edouard Mendy. Apart from that, it was few and far in between for them. And as well as if we talk about Lukaku had a brilliant debut. He was beating the defenders like Pablo Mari with his physical aspect of the game, and he was very technical as well, passing the ball at the right moment. And that's it. He scored as well in the 15th minute to give the opener to Chelsea. So brilliant game for Romelu Lukaku. Now, is Arteta the right man to lead Arsenal forward? I certainly believe so. I think Arteta has a utopian vision for Arsenal. Of course, the players are not performing to that expectation yet, but he has a vision that Arsenal will play out from the back, keep the ball, and maybe go on and get top 4, which is not happening at the moment. The levels are way below Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, or Liverpool. So they have to really improve their performance. They have Man City away next weekend at the Etihad, of course. It's going to be a tough game. Nobody is expecting them to win. So they could very easily end up with 0 points from 3 games, and that is a disastrous situation for Arteta and co. And they have been going through a lot of injuries. You look at Gabriel Magalhaes, their main left centre back, he's out with injury. Thomas Partey, central midfielder, out with injury. Lacazette and Oba got COVID. Same with Willian. Ben White also got COVID. So there are a lot of injuries as well as COVID cases with this team, but they certainly have to get better. Now, if we talk about the money that they spent, Arsenal have spent the most money in the Premier League, £129 million. Wow, that's a big amount of money for Arsenal. If we have a look at the 5 players that they have spent their money on. First, it was Albert Sambi Lokonga, £18.7 million. Nuno Tavares, £7 million. Ben White, £50 million. And Ramsdale, £24 million. And Odegaard, of course, £30 million. The most attractive of them is, of course, Martin Odegaard. He is a very established player, former Real Madrid. Now he's on a permanent deal. I think he makes them better. I think he certainly makes them better in the creative aspect of the game as that number 10 who creates as well as scores for them. He was pretty good for them on that 6-month loan spell from January to June, and Arsenal were much better with him than without him, and Arteta is surely an admirer of him. Now if we talk about Ramsdale, surely they need a second choice goalkeeper, and maybe they have overpaid, but surely Bernd Leno needed some kind of competition in that goalkeeper spot. And now Nuno Tavares, of course, a second choice left back behind Kieran Tierney, not much to look there. Albert Sambi Lokonga, for me, he has looked really positive in those 2 games that he has faced in the attacking side of the game. He's switching flanks really well. creating the ball. In the first game, he was trying to go very advanced, but second game he was a bit deeper. And I think that's a good buy, 18 million pounds. We're going to see him develop into good play, I think. And it's a huge amount of money, 109 million pounds on 5 players. But the problem is, the main question is that if they have spent 129 million pounds, shouldn't it be on more exciting players? That's the real question, and it hasn't been. I'm excited about Odegaard, but not much about the other players. So why has this happened? And of course, maybe they could have gone on and signed Awa or Madison. They've got Awa. I don't know why they didn't get Awa. He was available for 21 million pounds. And talk about Madison. Madison was really expensive, 70 million pounds at the least. And now, if you talk about the players, they're very underperforming at the moment. We are seeing Pablo Mari has had two worst games of his life, and we see about Shaka. Shaka has been okay. Smith Rowe has been really good in both the games. He's the only positive I see apart from Kieran Tierney for Arsenal from both of these games. And can Arsenal finish top 4? I don't think so. There is no chance whatsoever. Top 6, they'll have to fight for it, because Leicester, Spurs, they're all in there trying to get that top 6 spot. Arsenal finished 8th last season. They'll have to really improve from that, and let's see what happens. So that's all for today, guys. Like my video if you liked what I said about Arsenal today. Subscribe to my channel for more of this, and until next time, this is Radio Football signing off.